Yo, what is up? I'm Zach. Welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. Today, I bring you guys part 4 of What If Cinder Fall Was Adopted by Summer Rose. And I know, it's been a month since part 3 was out. Mainly because I waiting part 3 just getting more attention than just part 1, because part 1 is already at 2.1k, and I'm waiting for more viewers to watch the second part and the third part. That's why I'm not been posting it, and I'm afraid if I do this part, it's not going to get that much of attention, which the series will just die. So there's literally, I can't speak. That's the reason why I didn't make another part about a month ago. So, I will cover Volume 4 and 5. The reason why, because Volume 4 would be the most straightforward and easier for the heroes. If you have not seen the last 3 previous parts, go check that out, because this will not make any sense to you. And so, there's a few things that we need to clarify. Whatever happens between Yang, Blake, Weiss, and Oscar, that remained the same. Nothing changed at all. And there are some there are some moments do change. Like since Ruby is not going alone, she has Team Juniper. The whole team, Pyrrha is still alive, so Pyrrha didn't die in this scenario, and Cinder and Emerald are with them as well. So basically 7 teams are together, but they head down to Haven Academy. And here's something that changed completely. Their journey in taking out the Colossal Grim, yeah, they take them out quickly. So, I mean, they have Cinder as a Fall Maiden and Pyrrha, who is a skillful warrior. And with all 7 of them together, they took out that Grim easily. John does upgrade his armor, just like in canon, but without the Pyrrha's crown fused with be part of his shield. And speaking of Pyrrha and John, both John and Pyrrha do confess their love for each other, because Pyrrha was the one that started and confessed her feelings, that how much she meant everything to him and how much she loved him. So John was so blunt and didn't realize how much Pyrrha meant so much to her. How much John meant so much to her, my mistake. So John and Pyrrha actually became a couple. Cinder and Emerald, they're still dealing with the grief of they lost Amber and the betrayal of Mercury. And Ruby is feeling guilt that her teammate is all, separated. Yang lost an arm because Ruby had to witness that. Blake runs off, and Weiss returns back to her home. Now, what about the villains? Well, since Carmine is now dead, the Summer Maiden is now somewhere around Remnant, possibly back in Vacuo. So, since Carmine is dead, and what's gonna happen now? Well, Salem, she decided to make Jill the next vessel to carry all 4 maidens. Since, she's the only female in the room. Since all the rooms is full of guys. So Jill became the next vessel for the Fall Maiden. Mercury, he's a bit of a conflicted. He's glad he's on the right side, but also felt guilt that he betrayed his team. And there is some connection between him and Jill, that Jill started to kind of like his company. And Jax, well, let's just say, hey, if you plan on dating my sister, be warned, you break her heart, I'll kick your ass. But Mercury is not interested of forming a relationship because, well, after what's going on, and Jax doesn't trust Mercury yet, so that's the reason. And in this scenario, does Cinder send Tyrion go after RWBY, like in canon? No, because if she does, Tyrion would be killed. Because 7 against 1 plus Crow, if he ever shows up, yeah, Tyrion is fucked. So there's no need for Tyrion to go after RWBY. So Tyrion goes on his search to find the Spring Maiden, like the original plan. Hazel goes to, well, meet up with the White Fang and Adam. And Wants is need to be prepared to head down to Atlas as soon as possible whenever one of them returns. So Mercury and Jax and Jill will have to need to visit the Bronwyn. So the base of the Bronwyn tribe. So they get them on their side. But she realized something. Wait, hold on. No, never mind, scratch that. So basically everyone had their own task. So basically our heroes never encountered Tyrion. And Crow doesn't show himself because where Team Ranger were in serious danger, like in the original canon. So y'all would think, well, that means that our heroes would not know about the relics and the maidens. Well, Cinder and Emerald knows. Keep this in mind, because Cinder, Emerald, and Amber and Mercury, they know about the maiden's power and the relics, because they are part of Ozpin Inner Circle. So, which means they know. So basically, RWBY wants to know what was that power. So Cinder decided to come clean and tell RWBY and Team Juniper about the maiden's power and the relics, instead of Crow. So, only the knowledge that she knows from Ozpin. So basically given the same story like Crow, but it's Cinder instead. So basically, so basically they're unaware. They are aware of the maiden powers and the relics. So they know that from Cinder. So basically, their journey is going well until Kurayuri. Because, keep this in mind, their journey are getting a lot quicker because no one is injured. No one got poisoned. So, y'all can tell why this is going a lot more faster and a lot smoother. Because nothing happened, our heroes. And so, when they arrive at Kurayuri, Ren is not okay with this. So basically, they decided to split up into group, cover more grounds, where Cinder, RWBY, John, and Pyrrha heads down into the bandit town, where Emerald, it goes with Ren and Nora. So that's what they do. RWBY does have her guilt, like she felt guilty, and I mean, how to put this? since no one got injured, but she still kind of feel guilty that she has to bring her friends and her big sister involved because she thinks it's her fault. But John basically gave her the pep talk like the original canon. So basically the whole maiden and the relic stuff, and that she felt, and even learn about the silver eyes, because so basically Cinder tells Ruby about that as well, that yeah, you're also a target as well, not just maiden powers because of me, but you're also a target because of your eyes, which is makes you even more target. So basically that's gonna put on Ruby's shoulders as well. And the Neclavine, they take that thing out way easily. So yeah, so basically the fight between the Neclavine plays like the original, but a lot more faster and quicker. And of course Ren does take the killing blow. You know, basically do the finishing blow to the Grim. But Crow does shows in the nick of time, you know, aid them as well. So yeah, Crow decided to show himself to aid them. That's the reason why they were able to take out the Nevermore so quickly. Ruby was shocked, and even Cinder was shocked to see their uncle show up out of nowhere, and wondering that he's been following them. And so basically Crow was like, yeah, I was following y'all, and I was the reason why y'all journey was smooth and easy. Plus, I heard about Cinder told y'all about the relics and the maidens. Yeah, he heard about that too. So basically, Volume 4 ended so quickly, and everything plays out in canon. Blade wants to fight back against the White Fang. Weiss is leaving her home. Yang is on the search to find Ruby. So, and Oscar is on his way to Haven. Crow already have his speak with Raven like in the original canon. And yeah, so basically, like I said, Volume 4 is a lot more smoother and more easier. So now into Volume 5. Volume 5 plays as usual, but in this scenario, no one was injured. Crow wasn't injured, so they actually get to see Lionheart way earlier, and they meet Leo and try to come up with a plan. How do they find a way to get the Spray Maiden? But they learn that Raven has the Spray Maiden, so they need to find a way to get Raven on their side. Now, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. But anyway, so basically, they only have one chance to get Raven on their side, but after the heroes left, Leo is sided with the enemy. Now they know that Raven Bronwyn has a Spray Maiden. So basically, both Watts, Jax, Jill, Mercury, and Tyrion will have to meet up with Raven and head into their their tribe to be on their to get them on their side. And that goes out in canon, but without Cinder fucking up the plan. So basically, Raven accepts, but on one condition, that she wants to kill her brother. And of course, Leo does reveal that not only the silver-eyed girl is there, but the Fall Maiden herself is there. So that is a bonus for Jill to get 2 maidens in one day. So, of course, our hero do meet Oscar for the first time and learn that Ozpin is alive but being reincarnated in Oscar. So yeah, that plays out as usual. Yang encounters her mother, like a canon. Weiss gets captured, like an original. Yang and Weiss reunited, like in canon, and they reunite with RWBY and the other group, and Yang gets to see her big sister, Cinder, again. So, basically, family reunion for RWBY, Yang, and Cinder, and 3 out of 4 are team members of Team RWBY, and everything plays out as usual. And in this scenario, Ozpen requires Cinder and Pyrrha for their assistant to get everyone into their fighting shape. So basically, get them into speed and training, while Crow is trying to find any huntsmen or huntresses are willing to help, but no luck. So basically, in the scenario, everyone, all the Cinder's goons and Adam the White Fang will show up at nightfall. No, sorry. And until they get the message that Leo wants to see them all by the night. Important meetings because he has some news. So basically, everything goes out in canon, and Raven shows up, and the enemy shows up. Hazel locked the door, and the White Fangs already arrived. And Crow learns that Leo sold all the huntsmen and huntresses out in the kingdom and got them all killed. So, yeah. And Cinder and Emerald, when they see Mercury, they were not too pleased to see him. And Crow trying to keep everything calm, but the fight breaks out. And here's something completely different. Tyrion is in this, in Volume 5, in the battle. So, all the heroes get to see Tyrion for the first time late. So, Tyrion is in the battle with the others. So, almost all Salem's goons. And here's something interesting. Tyrion never loses tail. He never loses stinger. So he doesn't get the cybernetic enhance. At least, not yet, at least. So, basically, we got Crow versus Raven, Ren and Nora against Hazel, Oscar against Leo, Emerald against Mercury, Pyrrha against against Tyrion, along with Jon. Yang against Jill. RWBY against Jax. And Weiss against Vanal. So basically we got a battle going on. So basically it is all out battle in the school. And of course, the enemies do get their shit wrecked. And does Weiss gets injured? Like losing her aura? Yep. And Tyrion sees this as an opportunity to poison not just one, but 2 people. Weiss and Pyrrha. Yeah. And this infuriated Jon. He cuts Tyrion's tail. And yeah, so Tyrion basically don't know what to do because his tail is he's in excruciating pain, and with a bit of a strength that Pyrrha has, knocks Tyrion out cold. And so basically Leo opened the vault for Raven, Jill, and Vanal to head down to the vault where the Relic of Knowledge is at. So basically, everything is not going as well. Jill is having a difficult, not Jill, Jax is having a difficult time. And people are trying to tame everyone's wounds. Realize, oh, it's just crazy, I'll be fine. But nope, y'all poison. That's literally poison. Because John would know, because after he cut off the tail, the purple blood is basically steaming, is poison. So this is bad. So they need their medical attention now, otherwise they will be poisoned. And this is gonna be a big problem. So they had to find a way to stop the bleeding. I mean, it's just a scratch, nothing bad. But they're going to be out of commission quite a bit. Plus, Weiss lost her aura. And thanks to Tyrion's semblance to cut through. Basically, if you've seen Volume 7, where he uses semblance to cut through people's aura without even breaking it. So he could do that as well. That's how he was able to poison Pura. So basically, they need to get that check, otherwise they will die after the battle. Blake and Son dealt with Adam like a cannon. So basically, Adam get the same treatment like the original canon. Nothing completely changed. And so basically, the only one remain is Jax, Mercury, and Hazel. And yeah, they're not having a difficult time. They're having a difficult time. And Hazel is a beast. Down underground, Jill decided to, betray by taking Velvet's aura and kill her with her own weapon and trying to take the maiden power for herself, and realize where's the power, and she felt a hand grab on her shoulder, and she turns around, and Raven said, "You won't find it, because Vanal is not the Spring Maiden. I am." And the flaming in her eyes, and yeah, Jill was playing like a fiddle, and Jill, you're fucked. So Raven and Jill had a fight, but yeah, Jill is losing badly. So Raven froze Jill and sent her off the edge, quote unquote dead, and and Raven opens the gate with a Relic of Knowledge until, Yang shows up. So basically, it plays on the original canon. So Cinder stays behind because she was covering Yang. So basically, Cinder was able to take out Hazel, but he's not unconscious, just badly injured. His aura was flickered a bit. And Emerald wants to know, why, Mercury? Why would you betray us after everything? All because that you were jealous over leadership? Like, you do not understand, Emerald. All I wanted is just be the top dog. But no, I never got that chance. I always wanted to be the best. I killed my own father to be the best. When I unlocked my semblance, my father stole it with his. When I killed him, I never got it back. So basically, the whole Team RWBY, Blade joins the battle with the others, and we have the conversation that Yang and Raven have, Lang and Cannon, and Raven left, and Yang got the Relic of Knowledge, and when Yang returns, they realize, the villains has failed, so they have to find a way to retreat. So, yeah, they had to bail. So all they could do is run. So Hazel grab unconscious Tyrion and storm off. Like, both Hazel, unconscious Tyrion, Mercury, and Jax ran off to escape. And Jax is enraged and broken because he thinks his sister is dead. So, yeah. So basically, the heroes won, and they got the Relic of Knowledge. So, and Team RWBY has been formed. Team Juniper is also formed. But both Pyrrha and Wise are starting coughing, and see their injury is starting slowly become purple. So they need to get a medical attention fast before they do die from poisoning. So both Pyrrha and Wise get a medical treatment as possible. And so yeah, so they're going to be in medical for quite a week or two, because it's actually stated that Volume 6 takes place like 2 weeks later. So they only need like a week or two to be fully recovered. So there's that. Leo dies like in canon, so that doesn't change. So, and of course, Ozpin is back because of Hazel. Because of Leo told Hazel about it, so they know about that as well. I forgot to mention that. So, their next goal is to head down to Atlas. So, yeah, that's where they go next. And that is where I'm going to end this part here. And again, like I said, Volume 4 was the shortest. That is why I wanted to go ahead and cover Volume 5 as well, because I don't want the video to be short. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel, my social medias will be down below the description box. You know the drill. Links to my Cash App, PayPal, Ko-fi will be down below the description box and in my bio if you guys want to donate to support the channel. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. RWBY is love, RWBY is life. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.